Israel's military on Wednesday said that its forces took control of a 14-kilometer-long Philadelphia corridor along the border between the Gaza Strip and Egypt. In a televised briefing, its chief military spokesperson said the Israeli forces had gained operational control over the buffer zone. It gives the Israeli forces effective authority over the Palestinian territory's entire land border. Israel also continued in the meantime its raids on Rafah in southern Gaza. And joining me from Tel Aviv is my colleague Sarah Coates. Sarah, as we saw in that report, Israel has taken control of a key Gaza-Egypt border road. Now, why was it a priority for Israel?
This really signals a new stage in the war, with the Israeli military deepening its incursion into Rafah. Now, the Israeli military claims that this Philadelphia corridor, it's a buffer zone of around 14 kilometres. It separates Egypt and Gaza. The military claims that it serves as an oxygen pipeline for weapons smuggling by Hamas. Now, you mentioned there Daniel Hagari, the IDF spokesperson. He came out to say the troops have already discovered primed rocket launchers along this border and also many tunnel shafts. According, though, to Egyptian sources, this could really put this decades-long Camp David peace treaty into major jeopardy. And we've also been hearing from the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. He is calling on the international community not to allow any displacement of Palestinians across this border into Egypt. And this, of course, is something that Cairo is very, very concerned about. So certainly, as this happens, and as I mentioned, it really does signal a new phase in the war. We do need to remember these comments yesterday from Israel's National Security Advisor, Zahi Hanegbi. He says that the IDF expects this war to continue until at least the end of this year. So certainly fighting intensifying in Rafah and also in the north.
In the meantime, Sarah, fighting, we are told, was reported from Gaza and the West Bank. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, we are hearing that there have been widespread military raids across the West Bank overnight. Also, a very large fire breaking out in a well-known fruit market, a large fruit market in Ramallah, with troops entering that area, according to Palestinians, firing tear gas and using other riot dispersal means. Now, this came after another incident in the West Bank yesterday. This one was outside an illegal settlement just near Nablus, a car ramming where two soldiers were injured initially. The Palestinian assailant did flee. He was then handed over to Palestinian authorities, but it's just been in the last hour or so that the Israeli military has come out to announce the death of these two soldiers. And this area, of course, the West Bank, is of a real concern. We've been hearing from the United States since the beginning of this war, really warning Israel to contain this area, warning Israel not to really light this area on fire, fearing that it could really become the next front. So certainly a lot of concern over the West Bank, as we've been seeing for the past nearly 8 months.
Sarah, thank you. Sarah Coates reporting there from Tel Aviv.